Ocio Halito. I'm back for the live readings. Shout out to Meditative Mind for the shamanic drums in the background. Ocio Halito. I'm back for the live readings. If anybody wants a reading, you get 3 questions. $25 in my Cash App. My Cash App is $RRJXI tips. All one word. So, we are in the Cancer season. So, this is the energy. Eclipse in Cancer. Acceptance. An emotional phase or domestic development. Now, this card talks about getting your priorities in order. Getting your priorities in order during this emotional phase. Cancer is the hummingbird. So the hummingbird is the nurturer. The nurturer represents love and joy. That's what the hummingbird represents. Okay. And it is the hummingbird. This is the animal totems versus the zodiac. Spirit astrology is what I do. Okay. So, we got the hummingbird, the Cancer season. So, shout out to the nurturers, the lovers, the ones, the bringers of joy. So, I got the herbal cards. The herbal cards actually break down life events. So, whoever wants a reading, me answering 3 questions, drop $25 in my Cash App, RRJXI tips, all one word, $ RRJXI tips. So, Ocio Halito to those tuning in. So, the moon phase of tonight is a waxing gibbous moon. The moon is in Scorpio right now, but it is Cancer season. Alright? The moon in Scorpio creates the need to delve into your feelings as deep as possible. You desire meaningful emotional exchanges now more than any other time, even if it is not easy, and you are forced to change many things. Shallow relationships do not satisfy you. Shallow relationships do not satisfy you. okay? Because they are not purifying enough. The organs that are affected during this moon phase, this July 18th, the organs are the genitals, the rectum, the anus, the urethra, the genital glands, the ovaries, prostate, the pubic bone, and the genes. These organs are now more sensitive, so provide them with extra care. So, you know, do some cleanses, do some yoni steams, okay? Take you some maca roots. That's good for your, especially the female genitalia around this time. And if you are planning to have surgery, the site that I go by with the moon calendar, they suggest that surgical operations are not recommended during a waxing moon. So the moon state is waxing gibbous stage. It looks like it's half full and it's half in the dark. So half illuminated, half in the dark, okay? So the moon actually is in Scorpio, but the energy, the zodiac sign that we are in is Cancer. Cancer is the hummingbird, the lover, the bringer of joy, the nurturer. So Cancer deals with acceptance of your emotions, putting your life in order, prioritizing everything. What goes in the number one slot? 2, 3. What's the most important to you? Okay? Put a magnifying glass on things that are important to you, people that are important to you, and most importantly, people who see you as important. People that see you as important, then they can go on your list, okay? So shout out to Meditative Mind for the shamanic drums in the background. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, I'm doing live readings. All you have to do is send money, a love gift to my Cash App. My Cash App is $RRJXI Tips, TIPS. All one word, RRJXI Tips. If you want a full personal reading, you can reach me at www.rrjxitips.com. You can go to my contact page and it will list all of the readings that I offer. I do life path readings and spirituality readings. Spirituality breaks down the animal totems versus the zodiac. Like right now, we are in the Cancer season, and so the Cancer animal totem is the hummingbird. The hummingbird is the bringer of joy. It represents love. It's the nurturer. So, as the sweet nectar of love and joy. There is a left-handed side to the hummingbird, according to the Omek, the She, the Tamoakan, which was passed down to the Toltec. I have a Toltec oracle back there, and it breaks down the left-handed hummingbird. The left-hand side of the hummingbird is a warrior, warrioress. So you don't want to play with the hummingbird because the hummingbird brings the love and the joy and the nurturing. But if you cross a hummingbird, a Cancer, you don't want to do that. So if you want a live reading where I answer 3 of your questions, go to my Cash App, rrjxitips.com. Or that's my website. But if you want to make a love gift offering, which is $25 to my Cash App. That is $RRJXI tips, TIPS. It's all one word, RRJXI tips. So, I pulled this up so I could see y'all comments. Alright, so I got it pulled up so I can see your comments. So, if anybody wants, okay. I'm just typing in the comment section for live readings. $25 love gift offering. To my Cash App, which is $RRJXITIPS. For full personal readings, go to my website. Contact me via my website, which is www.rrjxitips.com. So I have the information in the comment section, but I'm doing live readings. If you want me to answer some questions, head over to my Cash App, make a love gift offering of at least $25, and I will answer your questions. I'm doing 3 per person, so 3 per person. So, the moon is a waxing gibbous phase right now. It's half illuminated, just about, and half in the dark. We are in the Cancer season, so I have my herbal cards. If you have love questions, I have a deck for love questions. If you have spirituality and cultural questions, I have decks for those. I have American Indian decks. I have Creole decks. I have a little bit of everything. So, I like decks that tap into my bloodline, and, you know, for my audience, I do have like some Kuan Yin cards, which are encouragement cards. That's the Asian spirituality and culture, which the Shi, the Xi, the Olmec were before the Shang dynasty. So, when you see the Olmec jade, you also see there is the keeper of the money, the ancestral money. I can't think of the name right now, but it looks like the Jade Emperor, I believe. It's called the Jade Emperor with the ancestral money. So I do have cards like that. I have American Indian, African cards, Creole cards, Mesoamerican, which is a part of the Aboriginal Indigenous cards. So I have cards for everything. I have cards for the Bruja with the herbs. And the herbs also break down what's happening in your life situation. So if you have 3 questions, I'm doing 3 questions per person. So if you want 3 questions answered, you will go to my Cash App, which is $RRJXI tips, all one word. So now the overall energies. The overall energies during this waxing gibbous moon. Let's see. What are the overall energies? Oh, shit. They popped out like, hello. Let me get the cards. Alright, so for the overall energy. Okay. Now, this is just a general overall energy. Okay. Okay. Somebody is feeling nostalgic. This is the Cancer season. You deal with emotions, nurturing your emotions. So somebody is dealing with their past memories. Okay. Somebody is having a lot of dreams and making affirmations and prayers and wishes. Okay, we got the wishes with the dandelion. Okay. And we got lavender to help you sleep. We got rosemary. It deals with your memories. You take rosemary, cook with rosemary. It's good for your memory. If you drink lavender tea, it is good to help you sleep. Okay, now dandelion helps you with affirming your prayers, your wishes. Okay, dandelion root also, I believe it deals with stomach issues. Let's look into that. The dandelion. Alright. Shout out to Meditative Mind. That is the music in the background that you hear. Okay, these are shamanistic beats. Okay, dandelion. Now, dandelion is good for increasing urine output. Okay. It's also used for a laxative. So, okay, urine output, cleaning out yourself, basically. When you urinate, you actually, excrete toxins, things of that nature. So, alright, it says that recorded use for the medicinal purposes of the dandelion dates back to the ancient Kemites, Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, also the Normans of France, and the Anglo-Saxons. The dandelion is thought to have evolved over 30 million years. Okay. Its name means tooth of the lion. It is not a weed, but rather an ancient healing herb. Okay. Now, it is good for increasing your urine output. Okay. Medicinally. It's also used for a laxative. If you make some dandelion coffee in the morning, it will clean your ass out. Okay? So, these are some tips. But somebody is heavy doing affirmations and prayers during this Cancer season. Cancer season is about the hummingbird, the bringer of joy, the lover, the nurturer, and it's dealing with your emotions. An emotional phase, acceptance of things in your reality, okay? And what you can do to change them after you deal with all the emotions, okay? So someone is heavily doing prayers and affirmations and wishes, okay, during this time. You may be having dreams and visions because the lavender card, lavender is good to help you sleep and relax. You also have the relax card, which is chamomile. If you drink chamomile tea, it helps you relax. Okay? It's good for de-stressing, bringing yourself down from a hard day's work. So, somebody is meditating and doing a lot of affirming, praying, wishing, okay? And when you go to sleep, you get visions and dreams. These are the answers to your questions, okay? Now, let's look at the mandrake because it says impassive. Let's see what that energy is about. Okay, so mandrake. Now, mandrake is also featured in that movie, Harry Potter. They talk about mandrake heavy in that movie. So, this deals with the mandrake extract is for protection of your home, empowerment. It empowers any prayers and affirmations and rituals, cleaning of your altar, and if you do some spiritual rituals, okay? This is heavy in Greek mythology. Circe and Aphrodite used this magical roots as an aphrodisiac. So it's also used, mandrake is also used for an aphrodisiac. So somebody is tapping into that energy, okay? The Ebers Papyrus, dating from 1550 BC, speaks of the power of this sacred root, okay? Now, some of these physicians of old knew about the anesthetic effect of mandrake root. It is used for personal visionaries, okay? People that are having visions. And I did speak about people having dreams and visions, okay? Mandrake is believed to carry magical powers and is featured, yeah, like I said, it's featured in movies, especially movies that tap into like Brujas, Wicca, wizards, sorcery, things of that nature. Now, our ancient ancestors, Melanites, our ancient ancestors, we had root doctors, shamans, mambos, Hoogans that delve into the herbs and the roots and how to use them for healing and for protection. Okay? Uh, nowadays, the Wiccans have adopted, mandrake root. So, so this is dealing with uh, your expressions, okay? Some of you, you may feel as if your light has dimmed. However, it all is not lost. For new magic surrounds you, okay? A new energy is appearing. Even if you feel your light has dimmed, during this emotional phase in Cancer, when the sun is in Cancer right now, is dealing with a lot of your emotions. Now, it talks about um, this is, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm looking at the book to see, um, what they talking about. Because I get what I get from the card. And then I like to see what the book has to say. Okay, so now a lot of Wiccans, have adopted Mandrake Root. Now, this is, okay, you cannot eat. You cannot consume Mandrake Root. Okay? Do not fucking eat the shit. Alright? Now, it causes delirium and madness if ingested. So, that's my disclaimer. Do not fucking eat the shit, y'all. Okay? You can use it, like, putting it in your home for protection, things of that nature. Alright? It's just like belladonna. Belladonna can be somewhat poisonous. Do not ingest belladonna, okay? It is the cousin to belladonna, just like Damiana is the cousin to marijuana. Except you can smoke Damiana. It's an aphrodisiac. This is an aphrodisiac also. So, the ancients placed this in the room, or they may have used it as incense, but do not eat it. Do not eat it, okay? Now this is used as a catalyst to empower amulets, your rituals, your prayers, your affirmations, fertility rituals. It induces visions, and it frees your spirit, okay? This induces a desired freedom of your spiritual magical expression, okay? Now, like I said, this is used for protection of your home, and it empowers your prayers and affirmations, your rituals. You can have some mandrake root and put your amulets, your medicine bag or your mojo bag, anything that you put in your mojo bag or your medicine bag, like crystals or amulets, necklaces, charms, you can put them in mandrake root and charge it with that, and it will induce protection. Okay? Now, alright. Now, when you want to use mandrake root, you want to set your intentions first. Alright? Now, you can smudge it with some cedar, some Palo Santo, some rosemary, or some sage. You can smudge it. Make sure it's cleansed. And it's used for protection, visions, empowering your ambulance, your prayers, your affirmations, your rituals. So, okay? So, mandrake root, do not eat it. Do not. Okay? So, now, when I was talking about you can cleanse it with sage. Sage is like the ground level of cleansing. You want to use some Palo Santo, some cedar, some copal, and if you don't have sage, rosemary will cleanse and purify. Okay? So, some of you need to like that shit right now. Like I do have, this is mugwort and sage. It's actually black mugwort and sage. Okay, and I got some Palo Santo that I use to cleanse. Okay, now you want to use the advanced level of cleansing. Sage is just the ground level. Everybody talks about sage, but it's the ground level of shit. Okay, now, so this is an overall, you know, energy of tonight with the moon in the waxing gibbous stage. It looks like it's half illuminated and half in the darkness. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit of balance going on with the Cancer energy, because you have the lover, the nurturer, the bringer of joy, the hummingbird, which is the Cancer zodiac. So if anybody has any questions, I'm going to try to keep up with y'all comments, and I'm going to check my Cash App to see, does anybody have any questions or comments. If you want me to answer your questions, I will do 3 per person. And the love gift, suggested love gift offering is $25 to my Cash App, $RRJXI tips. All one word, okay? So, this is the overall energy. Somebody is dealing with your past memories, okay? The Cancer season deals with an emotional stage or domestic development. So within that emotional phase, some people are dealing with their memories of the past, okay? How to cleanse and rectify the memories, or just reminiscing, feeling nostalgic, okay? Now, if you have some bad memories going on, yes, you need to purify that shit with some Palo Santo, some copal, some rosemary, or some sage. Cedar also. So, and mandrake root is good for protection. You just sprinkle a little in your medicine bag, your mojo bag. You can sprinkle it by all the doors and the windows in your home for protection. Okay. Now, some of you need to go into this meditative state and relax. Drink some chamomile tea or some lavender tea to help you sleep. Get that good deep sleep so you can go within the spiritual realms when you sleep. You get dreams and visions, and you can affirm and pray, affirm things, state your wishes, okay, so that they can come to pass come the full moon. The full moon is the time of manifestation of all the work that you have done from the new moon time up until the full moon time. So these are just little tips, and this is the overall energy of right now, which is July 18th, the waxing gibbous moon stage. The organs that are affected right now are the genital areas, because we are in Cancer, the emotional phase, the nurturer, the lover, the bringer of joy. And when you're dealing with the genitalia area, that brings you pleasure. It can also give you memories of pain if you have been through any kind of trauma. Okay? You can cleanse that and clear that trauma by using things to purify. Like I said, sage is just the ground level. You want to use some high power advanced shit like copal, Palo Santo, some cedar, and rosemary if you don't have sage, okay? You can also get some purified water, some hot water, and put some rosemary leaves in it or rosemary oil in it to cleanse your home, okay? That's protection. You could put mandrake roots by your door or by your windows for protection. It also powers up your crystals, your mojo bags, your medicine bags, okay? So, let me check out the comments. Shout out to Meditative Mind because that is the music in the background, which is shamanic drums, deep trance, humming meditation, shamanic meditation music for stress relief. So, if you need some stress relief, go check that out. Okay? Go check that out. So, if you want a spiritual reading, a full life path reading, or a full spirituality reading, get at me at rrjxitips.com. That's my website. Go to my contact page. Leave me a message. That page is linked to my PayPal. You can leave a suggested love gift for your full reading. And if you want me to answer 3 questions while you're on this live, go to my Cash App, which is $RRJXITips. That is TIPS. It's all one word, RRJXITips. Okay? So, I'm looking at your comments. Let's see, what's up? OCO Halito, thank you for joining me. Peace to everyone that has been tuning in on this Saturday night, because I know everybody is probably doing something tonight. If you're not at the club, you're at a cultural event, you know, or you're doing movie nights, you're doing something with your family, you may be just scrolling your phone and you want 3 questions answered. If you want 3 questions answered by me, I can do a live reading. I have all kind of decks, all kind of oracle decks. Yes, I have the traditional tarot deck, but I love the oracle decks of my ancestors because they have my ancestors' spirituality and culture on it, which is the American Indian or the Creole. I have a lot of decks that tap into that energy with the Loas, the Orishas, you name it. I got the fucking deck. I got some for the Brujas, the witches, the Wiccans, the sorcerers. I got something for everybody. So, if you want a reading or just 3 questions answered, get at me right now while I'm online. I will do these live readings periodically just to see the atmosphere of the people that support me and follow me on my YouTube channel. I appreciate you all. I send you love. I appreciate you for actually tapping in and supporting and just seeing what the fuck I gotta say. Okay? If you got some questions, I can answer that shit. Okay? Because I'm tapped into the source. So, I'm just checking out y'all questions, y'all comments. I've been on here 39 minutes. So in a minute, I'm going to be popping off. I'm not going to go past an hour unless people just start flowing in with 3 questions apiece. Okay? Then we'll deal with that accordingly. This Cash App website looks crazy. With the eye on there and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all doing alright tonight? This Saturday, Saturn's Day. So, I got it hooked up to where I can look at the Cash App and see who is sending a love gift offering, a suggested love gift offering. And I can answer your questions. I'll pull some cards for you. This is what I do. It's what I love to do. Regardless of what the fuck is going on. Yesterday was pretty good. I got some people to send some love gifts, which I appreciate so much. And I did answer the questions. Black Indian immigrated. Peace to you. Peace to you. I'm just doing live readings. I have all kind of oracle decks, and I usually tap into the oracle decks that are patterned by my ancestors' spirituality and culture, which is the Aboriginal American Indian decks and the Creole decks. So I tap into all of those. So I'm answering questions. If you want me to answer your questions, I'm doing 3 questions per person. If you want a live reading right now, visit my Cash App, which is $RRJXI tips, TIPS. RRJXI tips is one word on my Cash App. But if you want a full private personal reading, you can visit my website at rrjxitips.com. Go to my contact page. It lays out the different readings I do, the suggested love gift offerings, and everything. And you can contact me, and you will get your full reading within 48 hours. Okay? So, Black Indian immigrated. So I'm just doing live readings tonight. I just feel led to do some live readings tonight. That's how I'm feeling on a Saturday night. It's Saturn's night. Okay. Saturn is the taskmaster. Oh shit. Saturn is the taskmaster. I don't know what y'all thought, but I delve into life path readings, dealing with your spirituality, your culture. I tap into that with the influence of mind. And I also do life path readings. So, in essence, I am a life coach, a spiritual life coach. So, if you want me to answer 3 questions, send money to my Cash App, and I will answer 3 questions right now on the spot. I got plenty of decks from American Indian to Creole to all kind of spirituality. First of all, I recognize my bloodline. So I do have those decks, and I tap into those. Yes, I have the traditional tarot, but I really like the oracle cards, especially the Toltec oracle, because it has the codexes of the She, the Xi, the Olmec, which was passed down to the Toltec. Toltecs are the keepers of knowledge. So I do tap into their cards because their cards are like the hieroglyphs or codexes of their spirituality and culture. I pull those cards and break shit down. Now, the Cancer season is about the lover, the nurturer, the bringer of joy. The Cancer is the hummingbird. The hummingbird also has a left side to it, according to the Toltec. The left side of the hummingbird is the warrioress side, which climbs the pyramid, okay? Chichen Itza goes to the top of the pyramid and is a warrior not only in skill but in knowledge, okay? It's kind of patterned after, the eagle warriors, the jaguar warriors. They were shamans and warriors. They were priests and warriors. So they had a balance of the spiritual and the physical. So I tap into those decks and that spirituality if you want to holler at me about that. So I'm well versed in that. That's my shit. I flow in that. So if you want a reading, we will go deep. If you want to go deep. If you want to stay shallow, when I pull the cards, it ain't going to stay shallow. So just so y'all know. So, I've been on here 47 minutes. So, I broke down the overall energies of tonight, which is the waxing gibbous moon. Okay. And it is affecting the genital area of everyone. Okay, you have an emotional memory that goes with your genital area. Okay, people that have experienced pleasure or pain in the genital area, whether that's pleasure or trauma. One of the cards was purification of that. You can do some yoni steams. You can do things to cleanse the womb and cleanse the phallic symbol, okay? You can do things to cleanse that around this time because the Cancer season is about the emotional phase and domestic development. It's about acceptance of your circumstances and doing what you need to do to change that shit. Prioritizing people that are important to you, people, places, and things that are important to you, and considering who deems you important and puts you on their list and actually shows you that you are important to them, honoring them because they deem you as important. So looking at that, and that is this card, which is, I pulled this card. Even though we're in the Cancer season, the energy surrounding this weekend is the Eclipse in Cancer card. Okay? Now, the Cancer is the animal totem of the hummingbird. And I did break that down. The lover, the nurturer, the bringer of joy. And then there's also the left-handed hummingbird, which is the warrioress side of the hummingbird. So, and shout out to Meditative Mind because that's the music that's in the background. Okay. questions or comments before I close out? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And I got my Cash App pulled up. For those who sent a Cash App, I will answer your 3 questions. And if you want a full private reading, get at me on my website, which is rrjxitips.com. Go to my contact page. It has a list of my readings and the suggested love gift that is connected to my PayPal. You can do that, and I will have your reading within 48 hours. I will do a private YouTube video reading for you and send you the link via your email. It will be a private, unlisted link of your personal, private, spiritual reading, whether that's your life path reading or your spirit astrology reading, whichever one you choose. So, I'm here, I'm available. So, get at me, RRJXI if you want 3 questions answered. On the last call, this is your last call for the readings. Last call. I've been on here 52 minutes. Last call to answer 3 questions. And 3 questions, leave a Cash App love gift offering to me, and I will get you the answers to your questions. Okay? So, the overall reading, I broke it down to y'all. Some people are going to be having dreams and visions. Something about your past that you need to purify. Okay? Memories of the past. Something about your past you need to purify. The purification card. The sage card. But this sage is just the ground level. You want to do Palo Santo, Copal, rosemary. If you don't have sage, you can do cedar. Okay? Now, mandrake deals with protection. Do not eat it. You can place it by your doors or your windows for protection. Some people are having a hard time dealing with anxiety, stress, so you can tap into some chamomile tea, some lavender tea, or some dandelion tea. Okay? The chamomile helps you relax. The lavender helps you sleep. You're going to have dreams and visions to give you the answers that you seek. You just have to pay attention and decipher the signs, the symbols, and the messages of your visions and your dreams. Okay? When you meditate or do a ritual, that's praying basically. A ritual is praying or affirming something. And then it should come to pass the next full moon or the next full moon. Okay? You will see it in full bloom fruition. Okay? So dandelion root, it also deals with clearing your urinary tract. It can be used as a laxative to clean your ass out, to detox you. It also is used to invoke your wishes, your requests of the universe. So, that is the overall energy. We are in the Cancer season. It's dealing with acceptance of what's going on and how you can change it by being proactive. The Cancer, the hummingbird, is the bringer of joy, the lover, the nurturer. So, how will you deal with this emotional phase in your life? Okay? Will you be proactive, or will you just sit there in stupor? Just simmer. Okay? So it's up to you. So if anybody wants a full personal private reading, go to my website rrjxitips.com. rrjxitips.com. Go to my contact page and reach me for your full personal private reading. If you wanted questions answered on this live, which is the purpose of this live, to do live readings and answer questions, you can leave a Cash App love offering, a love gift. Okay? So, yeah, I got 4 minutes. Let me see. I'm looking at the comments and the questions. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's Saturn nights. Okay? The moon is in the waxing gibbous stage. It's affecting your genital area. So, dandelion was good for your genital area. It cleans out your urinary tract. Okay? It's also used as a laxative. So, that was one of the cards for the general overall energy. Okay? So, we winding down to 3 minutes. Shout out to Meditative Mind, because I did have their music in the background. Meditative Mind, shamanic drums, deep trance, humming meditation, shamanic meditation music for stress relief. Okay? So, I'm closing out on the Cancer season. Okay? Cancer season. Shout out to the Cancers, the great hummingbirds out there. You do have a left-handed side, which is the warrior or the warrioress. If you want in-depth information about that side, get at me at rrjxitips.com. I love you all. Peace. Ashe. Yo.